Hey, rich friends, it's your girl Chacha. We're putting live from The Money Mantra, and we are back with another Forex education video. The purpose of this channel is to help as many people as possible become independent and profitable traders. So, if that's something that you're interested in doing, this channel will help you do that. So, make sure that you subscribe. If you get to the end of this video and you found that it was helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know what you learned. But more importantly, share this video with somebody who you thinks it would be helpful with. So in today's quick video, we're going to be doing another trade breakdown. This is something that I've been doing recently and posting on YouTube. I always post the reviews in the group chat where I host my personal mentorship. Oh, if you guys are interested in personal mentorship to learn how to trade, that information is down below in my description box. But typically when we take trade ideas in the chat, if they go right, it's a thumbs up. But if they go wrong, I really like to break down the trade to let people know what went wrong. In this case, the trade went right. So I'm going to be showing you guys why I decided to take this trade and share it with my rich friends. So as you guys can see, I posted this trade. You can also see from the screenshot here on TradingView. I posted this trade on June 19th, 2023. It was for AUDUSD, and it says sell at market execution or set a sell limit at 0.68100 or higher. I also set a 45 pip stop loss, a 45 pip 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio TP, and then I did a TP2, which was double at about 90 pips. So we're going to actually head over to the chart, and I'm going to be breaking down why I took this trade and what I was looking for when I entered. So let me delete these drawings. So here, about here, is where I actually entered the trade myself, but it wasn't until the market had came down here that I decided to drop the trade in the chat. So the strategy that I tend to use, it has about 4 indicators, but you can get away with using 3. I just like to keep it simple for my students who are using the free version of TradingView. So on this strategy, what I'm looking for typically is if my candles are above my EMAs or this line here, I'll like to focus on buys. And then once my candles cross below one or both of those lines, that's when I'll typically start to look for sells. So the first thing that I noticed was that there was a bunch of liquidity that was happening right here. Well, a bunch of consolidation, I'm sorry, that was happening here. But the consolidation started to happen underneath the first blue EMA, which is my 50 EMA. So once I saw that the consolidation started to happen under the blue EMA, that let me know that the market was probably going to be changing directions. So that was the first thing that I noticed. The second thing that I noticed on the top half of my chart was that once this red candle actually dropped, right, it broke structure on the downside, also confirming to me that the market was going to continue to go down and sell. Now, I do have another video called Break of Structure, which is about 15 minutes long, the Break of Structure strategy. And then I also have one that's about 6 minutes long. So if you want to learn about this strategy and how to use it to become profitable in your own trades, I will tag them at the end of this video, and you can also view them on my playlist. So break of structure simply means that the market was staying within a certain zone. It had a clear place that it was selling, and it had a clear place that it was buying, with not much activity happening above or below that consolidated area. So the market was ranging, right? We had a resistance and we had a support. However, we can see that this red candle here, it broke the structure. And I'll just draw out what I mean. So we can see that the market was buying here and selling here, buying here and selling here, buying here, selling here, buying, selling, buying, selling. So once we got to this point, we would have expected it to buy, but it actually continued to sell, breaking out of this structure, which we were just getting used to. So the first confirmation I had was my consolidation beneath the blue EMA. The second confirmation that I had was the break of structure on the red candle. Now, the third thing that I noticed, which convinced me to take this trade for a sell, I noticed that my momentum indicator was crossing down below 0, which is important. And I'll just zoom in. On this indicator, you'll notice that there's a dotted line, a dotted price line, which sits at the 0 point. So when trades are above this area, I'll look for buys. And when trades are below or crossing down this area, which we can see here, which was where my initial entry was, that also confirmed to me that the market was going to sell. And I'll just show you guys another example of a buy. For example, we see here, the candles were above the EMAs, right? Both EMAs, and the momentum indicator was also facing up and above 0. And then just for a sell example, we can see here, the MOM crossed down and was below 0. And then we also had the market mirroring that up there. So I had my confirmations for a sell. Let's go over really quickly. We had the consolidation below the first EMA. We had the break of structure with our red candle. We had our MOM facing down and below 0. And the last thing I noticed was that my stochastic oscillator was also facing down. Now, I like line indicators because they're really straightforward. I like to say that if the lines are facing down, the market is going down. If the lines are facing up, the market will typically be going up. So I had everything I was looking for, which pretty much persuaded me to take the sell. So if we just go back and do a replay, right, from the initial analysis where we had the consolidation happening, we had the MOM getting ready to cross down. We also had the stochastic facing down, and it was below the 50% line. And then I'm just going to show you how this trade turned out. We're just going to watch it in real time, right? All right, so we see the drop. That was the break of structure, right? We see the MOM crossing down. We see the stochastic facing down and crossing down. We see the market continue to drop, and it continued to drop. Once it gets outside of the green area, we'll know that our TP was hit, right? So it kept revisiting our entry point, which is just in the middle right there. It just kept revisiting. It kept revisiting. It was a little scary, but then eventually we can see that the market hit our TP, and then it actually continued to sell. So that's really all I have for you guys today. Until next time, rich friends, I really hope that this was helpful.